Good day, Mosaic Learners and Teachers. Decided to use the crown chakra purple today. Sometimes the purple can be used for third eye. I guess it depends on whether your previous life was Hindu, Buddhist, Christian. You probably, for the more evolved older souls, pardon the background noise. For the older souls, you was probably each of them in some form at one particular timeline, dimension, human experience. This is one of the reasons why I like to discuss the crown today. Protect it. Okay. Today's card is, I don't even know. I don't have the best lighting right now. I was on some really chill mode, but then I got called to share this message. Note to self and collective, meaning the collective consciousness. Self-love entails you also embracing the shadow aspect of self, the one we hide from. Higher self can filter out what programs is necessary versus not. So what's happening, especially with regards to the energy of the moon, and I think I spoke about this, we talked about the subconscious in poem form. Also, I was fortunate enough to run into some very, very good learners and teachers on YouTube, and I've shared some of their stuff. Oshan, you are awesome. Mami Wata, I love you. Tiara, Tarot, Light. There's so many, and I'm so proud of you guys. So if I didn't mention you, just know that your energy is live, and I appreciate it. Okay. Sometimes our shadow aspects can be the scariest, but once we open up to it, we start to understand that we can actually acclimatize it and accept certain aspects, and then it makes us whole emotionally. This whole month is going to be about emotional intelligence, and that's just where I'm at. Some of us are here for various different assignments, and we need to understand that. Today I mentioned something about competition. In the previous timeline, the competition went south because healthy competition is our ability to go out and compete with somebody in order to demonstrate to ourselves how far we can stretch ourselves. The mind, the body, and the spirit. And we see that play out in things like maybe karate, the kung fu thing. We see it in sports. However, this same energy of competition that can be viewed as healthy, depending on how you acclimatize that energy, it can also turn into jealousy, envy, and then that can translate into these dense emotions can translate into lower vibrational frequencies, which then manifest into physical diseases. So that's why I say competition isn't great unless it's healthy. All right. We could talk about the difference between healthy versus not, but I'm sure we are all at a stage where we understand that jealousy in itself is not bad, but it's if you allow it to manifest, it can result in something, a low vibrational experience. So this right here is the crown chakra, the one consciousness aspect. We can decide to reprogram by focusing on the one consciousness aspect. It isn't in so much as let me give my life away to everybody and be abused and neglected because of the one conscious. What it's saying is this: I recognize the interconnectivity of all things. And because I understand that, I love it and I embrace it because I am that and everything in that is me. I also mentioned that we all are on different frequency bandwidths. The stuff we share online doesn't necessarily reflect who we are. Sometimes the information is shared because that particular piece of information is for a particular soul or group of souls and not necessarily for the whole entire collective. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, I got up early, guys. So with that being said, I like to freestyle because I know editing and everything is important. But right now, we're at a stage where the veil is thinning. So it's less about editing and more about bringing things into manifestation. Some people's manifestation will be money because they will utilize that money for the benefit of the collective. Some, it will be a gift of some sort, okay, energetically, for the mental body, the emotional body. Your higher self knows what's appropriate for you for your walk. And that's what I meant about programs. Right now, we are experiencing various timelines. Some are conscious of it and some aren't. These timelines are bringing up certain memories. And the whole point of it is for it to be purged so that we can be integrated into our more authentic selves. Individually and collectively. One and the same. Micro, macro. Okay? That's my description. Thank you, guys. Love you.